On today's episode of the Grab My Banner podcast, we talk meta, how we would change it if we were in control of the entire meta. We also talk a little bit about the state of Apex Legends with all the new people streaming, coming on board. We welcome them with open arms. And then we get into the brand new gambling segment, which is going to be super awesome. Lots of fan involvement now going forward, so you want to keep a lookout on that. Also, Grab My Bachelor and Kyle is silver too. So that should just about round out the show. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Where could it be? I'm going to guess. I'm going to say C7.
You know, you almost had it.
Damn it. All right, your turn.
A2.
A2. Fuck. You sunk my battleship. Game over. You win again.
Yeah, I got you. Good fight.
Yeah, good fight.
Good fight.
It was good.
Hey, we had fun, right?
Of course. Always.
Next time, maybe.
Hey, I'm gonna get you one of these times, I promise.
Trust me, losing ain't that bad. I mean, you learn something new every time. At least, that's what I've been told.
I get it. You're the superior roommate when it comes to battleship. Hey, but before you go to your room, Mirage, real quick, I gotta talk to you about something, and it's kind of serious. I went to the bathroom the other day, in my bathroom, walked inside, needed to, like I said, go to the bathroom, and I caught whiff of like a really bad smell, like a terrible odor. Thought maybe something had died, so I opened up the cabinets, I looked behind the shower curtain, I'm kind of just peeking around, and then I pulled the back part of my toilet up, and there was a gigantic shit in the upper deck part of my toilet. Like almost inhuman how big the shit. It was huge. It was gigantic. It like curled. It kind of coiled. It almost looked like the emoji shit. That's how big it was, and it's just very weird.
Wow, it's quite the predicament. It's a bad situation for you.
What makes it even worse is the fact that only you and I live here, and we haven't had anybody over in the last month or so, and you're the only other person in this apartment that could have possibly done this.
This was just a lovely time. Thank you for this.
No. Where the hell do you think you're going? There's a Godzilla-sized upper decker in my toilet right now, and you're the only possible suspect. So, what's going on? Can I get some answers here?
Well, this is one way to make memories.
Dude, dropping a prehistoric-sized shit in the upper part of my toilet isn't how we make memories. That's why we play Battleship every Saturday night. Like, what the hell are you doing? Did you think that was a good prank? Do you think that was funny? Huh?
Oh, boy, this was rough for you. I'm so sorry.
Because it was absolutely one of the greatest pranks anybody's ever played on me in my entire life. Holy fucking shit, dude. That was awesome.
I'm good. What can I say? Did I say I'm good? Well, I am.
Out of pure concern, do we need to go to the hospital or something? Because there's got to be something going on with your body. There's no way a human can produce a shit like that. So let's put a pin in that. Maybe we need to go to the hospital later, but either way, that was fucking awesome, dude. How are you even able to do that?
The thrill of victory in itself, it's just business. Personal business.
I can't wait to get you back.
You better not come back to haunt me. I hate when that happens.
Oh, I'm coming at you with the intensity of 10,000 suns. You better watch your back. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Grab My Banner podcast, episode number 48. And Kyle has made it into Gold 7 in ranked arenas, baby. Gold 7. Oh, wait. No, that's Silver 2. Yeah, sorry, Brian. I was trying to say Gold 7 to make you feel a little bit better.
I also want you to know that math's wrong, and it's Gold 2, you bitch.
What do you mean?
It's Gold 6, because it would be 2 more after 4. It would be Gold 6.
I thought you went to Silver. No,
I'm in Silver 2.
You dropped to
I'm in Silver 2.
You dropped to Silver 3.
You dropped to Silver 3.
I dropped to Silver 3 because of this bonehead
Gold
to my
7.
right.
You're welcome from carrying you all the way to Silver 2.
Fuck,
I take one game off.
Here.
I can't believe it. Kyle, what's going on? How are you in silver 2?
All I know is that I killed an entire team 3 rounds in a row to carry this jackass to fucking gold 4. And
How did I get to gold 4 and you in silver 2? How do you
Brian,
carry me to where you haven't even been?
Brian, is it a possibility that the reason he had to kill the whole team was because his bad teammateness got you and your other teammate killed, which is why maybe the game compensated and made him silver 2?
Listen,
There's
all
no
I know
way.
is game 1, Kyle's like, fuck yeah. I had more damage than the dude.
Oh, no.
I had 2 kills and 5 assists. He had 5 kills and 2 assists with less damage.
I want you to know that the less damage he's talking about is 20 damage.
It's not 20 damage.
It was 20 damage. You had 686. I had 600 and like.
That's how I know you're lying.
60
I had
something.
687.
Kyle, I believe...
It's the same shit.
Kyle, I'm here to support you, so if you want me to say gold 6, I'll say gold 6. It sounds a little bit better than silver 2.
It's gold 6.
Do you want me to say gold 6?
It's silver fucking 2.
Just say, you know what? Just say silver 2. And you know what? When I pass you, I'll fucking.
Well, I think you need to pass Brian. And Kyle, there's a perfect opportunity here for you. I hope you understand this. You have a break glass in case of emergency button sitting right to your left, right here. I'm sitting right here.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to play by yourself a little bit to get up to my rank, and then we'll be able to go
What
from
rank
there.
are you right now?
Well, that's not important right now,
What
Kyle.
rank are you? Well, I just want to know.
Kyle, that's
What
just
did
not
you get
important right now.
placed?
See, Kyle, well, I wasn't silver 2. Let me just say that.
Where did you get placed?
It was in the golds. It was in the golds, but
What was it?
I'm getting up there. Okay, so it's happening for me, and I would be glad. Like I said, I am like your fire hydrant. I can help you get out of this. I can help you
You're
survive.
the fire hydrant that if I was a dog, I'd piss on you.
What? Okay, well that's no way to talk to your good teammate. That's no way to talk to your good buddy. That's no way to talk to your good friend, your good old pal.
There's no good buddies here, okay?
Oh, hold on
You're
a second.
shitting on me for silver
Kyle,
2.
See, you're attacking me. I said gold 6. That sounds way better than silver 2.
You actually said gold 7.
Well, I said gold 7 because he was in gold 7. That's what am I? I'm supposed to get blamed for that?
What is this? He was in. That's not.
You were in gold 7.
I wasn't in gold 7.
You were in gold 7.
I was in gold 7.
There was a
jackass.
point in time today that you were gold 7, and I could have said silver 3, but because you're my good pal, my good friend, or so I thought, I said gold 7. Okay, and then you come over here, you say you're gonna piss on me.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
some friends do that to each other.
I mean, if you're into
Remix
that.
to ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Mama rolling that body.
Listen, okay, Kyle, is there any way we could get back to normal here? Is there any way that you could look at me and be like, okay, I understand. You were trying to make it sound a little bit better.
No, because
I just had to bring it up because it had to be brought up. All the people were in my DMs on Twitter saying, like, what's going on with Kyle? Why am I seeing all this silver everywhere? And I was like, guys, we don't want to see him this low. I'm trying to defend Kyle right now, and I tried to say gold 7. And then you come over here, I'm going to piss on you.
yes,
It's ridiculous.
it's not ridiculous.
Can we get back to a place of happiness here? Okay. Can we get back to
Don't say gold 7, okay? And I wasn't in 7 at first. I was
gold
in
6?
I was in silver 2.
Okay.
And this jagaloon to my right lost us a fucking game.
That wasn't me. That was the fact that we had no fucking teammate.
Yeah,
that wasn't me. Don't blame me for that.
Anyways, we
Listen,
got clapped.
you're fucking heavy. I can only carry you so damn far.
Oh, fuck you. Okay?
Oh,
Fuck you.
Kyle, I'm going to keep asking you throughout the rest of the show if maybe we can get back to a normal place because I felt like I was being a respectful friend and I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt saying gold. I was saying the word gold. What's better, gold or silver?
Respectfully, fuck you. Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, if you haven't tried out the new ranked arenas, you need to try it out. It's pretty interesting, pretty fun.
Listen, if you carry people, they put you in silver 2. So just sit there and put your thumb in your ass, let everybody else carry you.
Let everybody
and
else do all the damn work.
Yes.
Listen, I did everything for Kyle. We came in and got a couple shots at the end like he always does, and the game recognizes real. Ball don't lie.
Oh, shit. Well, we've got a good show for you guys here today. We've got a lot to talk about. Boys, let's get into the Raise Energy question of the week. Here we go. Raise Energy. Head on down to repsports.com where you can use code BANNER for 15% off all Raise Energy products. Code BANNER, BANNER. Boys, Raise Energy question of the week. You pick 3 legends to make your ultimate party squad to have the greatest night of your life. Who are the 3 legends that you're choosing for the ultimate party squad?
Can we just throw it out there to get from the get go?
Fuse.
Yep. Fuse across the board.
Fuse.
If you don't have Fuse in your party squad,
You're fucking up.
you're stupid.
Can we just agree that we can't have him in our party squad because it's probably his own fucking party? And you can't really bring someone to their own party?
So do you want to say he's like out because he's just too good of a partier?
I think that's it. I think he's throwing the party.
Okay.
That's what it is in my mind.
Let's leave him in for one and then have an honorable mention. Let's do that just because for Fuse, I think everybody views Fuse as a different type of partier because he's a party animal. He parties in so many different ways you can't even keep up.
Probably.
Fuse is just one of the greatest partiers of all time. So let's talk about this. Kyle, you want to go first with your squad?
So I went for crazy blowout, craziest night of your life, Project X, fucking.
So you're going for the Project X.
You're getting wildin'.
You're either ending up dead, arrested, or
you're
with
throwing
the worst
TVs out windows. You're just hyped out of your mind.
Okay, so let's hear the squad then.
Okay, the squad lineup. I mean, if you're throwing TVs and getting crazy and nuts, you can't not have Octane there. Octane is the party animal.
He is an embodiment of throwing a TV off the second story of a building.
Yes, 100%.
He is the reason why the cops are called.
Yeah, drugs.
There'll be a lot of stim there.
Drug guy.
Stim.
He's a drug guy. Yeah. He is like the embodiment of destroying and trashing a hotel room like a rock star would do.
Yeah, I think that's whatever house we're at for the party is just getting demoed.
Also, it's nice to have Octane on your squad because if you destroy something and it costs the city a bunch of money and they're trying to fine you, his dad's got the money to back you up.
Got the billies.
It's like the safety net.
Yep. And then I would have Fuse on my team because, Fuse in the squad, man, he fits in anywhere. He's the number one wingman. And then he can open beer bottles with his hand. And he can probably drink you under the table. So he's there, probably the best partier there is ever. And then for my last one, I have Mirage. Because Mirage just can put it down.
Mirage, he owns a bar.
He owns a bar.
He's also annoying as fuck. Do you think you can handle that?
Listen, dude, there's going to be 5 or 6 clones. He's also a really good wingman because I think he'd just help you shoot your shot.
I think he'd be a good wingman because he would try to talk to the girl that maybe you were trying to talk to, and then she would get annoyed with him 30 seconds in and then immediately turn to you.
And you can walk up and be like, hey, what's good?
Hey, what's good? I'll save
you. And then there's
you could be this guy. Hey, is this guy bothering you?
But it could be one of his clones. Yeah. And there's 8 of them. So then we all get a wingman, but it's not really him.
There you go. I like the squad. Now, I want you to name one person that you would never bring with you to a party ever. Just because. I'm interested.
Probably Watson.
I was going to say the same shit.
Yeah.
Watson reminds me of just a dainty finger sandwich.
Well, she just she seems like the girl that sits quietly in the corner and taps her fingers together while everybody's getting wild, and she's like, I don't think you should be doing that. Yeah.
There's types of people who can go to parties and not do drugs or drink alcohol and still be fun.
Yeah.
Watson is not that.
No.
Kyle, hit it with your honorable mention.
Okay, my honorable mention is Rampart.
Okay.
Because I think Rampart is one of those cool tomboy girls, and she would just be lit at the party.
She's the chick that's beating all the dudes up at the party.
She's winning every arm wrestling contest.
What I picture with Rampart is you walk into the house, you guys go your separate ways, and then a few hours later you're kind of buzzed or whatever, and you're looking for Rampart, your friend. You walk into this room that's all smoky, and you just see her with her arm up on the table, and she's like, "Who's next?" Oh yeah. All right, I like that. I like the Rampart honorable mention. Brian, your squad.
Let's see. Let's start with Mirage.
Okay.
Because if there's any motherfucker who's desperate enough to jump on a grenade for you, it's going to be Mirage.
Yep, that's true.
Octane's the honorable mention.
Okay.
It's Fuse.
Yeah.
Fuse beats out Octane.
Yeah.
Octane is Fuse's replacement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's purely because by the time that Mirage does something stupid enough to where I have to get in a fight, who would I want other than the guy who's going to rabbit kick somebody 50,000 times in the face? I want Octane on that side. I don't want to be on the other end of that butterfly knife.
It's not a matter of if Mirage will get you into a fight that you don't want to get into.
No,
it's when.
And
it's when
hopefully,
he's going to do it.
And it's the time where he doesn't have enough decoys to distract all the other people that he's pissed off, that they're going to actually find him and go after him.
Exactly. So you had...
I got Mirage, obviously Fuse. because Fuse is just the life of the party.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, it's probably his fucking
probably
party.
his party.
So I can't bring him. So Octane's my next go. After that, when you got Mirage, who's probably getting the shit kicked out of him, and you have Octane, who probably literally kicked the shit out of somebody else.
Yep.
You're going to need somebody to bandage everybody up from the massive hangover and the ass kicking that they're taking. So Lifeline.
Dude, we're on the same page here.
Bring in fucking Lifeline.
Yeah.
You know, because Lifeline is just, she's going to make it all better. She's the one that I'm so worried about. The other two are going to be a great time until they're not.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're not, Lifeline is the one that's responsible yet still chill enough to be a great time and take care of them.
Exactly. That is the perfect explanation right there for Lifeline.
Yes.
And then honorable mention, you already said it, right?
I already said it's Octane.
Okay,
Now,
Octane.
there's somebody that I would never bring to a party. Because let me tell you right now, if you're bringing this person to a party, you ain't fucking leaving with them, and that's Loba.
Oh, yeah. No.
You bring Loba. If
Your
you're
heart is getting broken.
If you're the person who brings Loba to a party, understand going into that night, you are not leaving with Loba.
She never
from
cared
that party.
about you.
No.
She
You're her
was
ride.
using you, to get the ride, and then she'll come back to you at the end of the night and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just couldn't find you," and like pretend like she really does care about you, but really she's just trying to get a ride home.
Try still to make the effort so she has a ride for the next time. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. She
So
doesn't want to burn the bridge.
Exactly. Doesn't want to burn the bridge.
She's just going to torch
Just
the
wants
shit.
to walk
She
across.
just doesn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah, I like that. So I'll go into mine. I'm going to start with my honorable mention because Kyle took it, but it's that's the perfect honorable mention. Now, I have a different reason for Rampart. I do think everything you said is 100% true. She's going to be the badass one in the back, arm wrestling people, having a good time. If we go out to an actual bar, hitting the punching bag machine that a lot of bars have, just trying to break her record every single time. But I like Rampart because, let me start with the way I built my squad. I like beer. I really don't care for much else, okay? I don't like to take shots. I don't like to do too much. I do like to have one friend there that'll maybe make me take one. Other than that, I'm just trying to drink some beers. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen mechanics, but mechanics love to drink beers after a long day at work.
Hell yeah.
Hell the fuck yes. So I want a mechanic there chilling with me, drinking some beers, not forcing me to do anything crazy that I don't want to do, just kicking back, cracking open some brews, and relaxing and having a good time.
I feel it.
Yeah, so I will drink a few of these brews, and I will have a good night, but I'm not trying to get buck wild Project X crazy, okay? That leads me into my next person, which is Volk. Now, Volk likes to drink beers. Just likes to drink beers. Another beer drinker. I like having beer drinkers around me. They're relaxed, but when you want to go do something fun like karaoke or hop to the next bar, they're down to do it. They're just drinking beer, having a good time. Plus, Volk, I feel like, is just such a cool, calm, collected person that can also party at the same time.
She's just hella chill.
Yeah. And it'd be cool, too, like at the end of the night, if you just flew up in the air. It'd be badass. And you might die because she's drunk and flying, and like that doesn't go well, but who knows?
That'd be sick, though.
Yeah, still be sick.
Drunken flying goes great. It's drunken landing.
Correct.
So as long as she sobers up before she gets down to the ground, I think we're in good shape.
Yes, sir. And then I had Lifeline just like Brian. Now, I had her for similar reasons. You need a person who's going to take care of everybody else. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm out having a good time partying, I love the fact that there's somebody there who is just relaxing, watching everybody else get drunk, and not necessarily being like forceful about trying to get people to leave, but somebody who's just there to make sure everybody else is having a good time. And when they need some help, whether it's like they're about to throw up or they're about to or like they need a ride, you've got somebody there like that. Lifeline probably has a bunch of Revitalite on tap, ready to go, making sure you can stay hydrated so you're not hungover super bad the next day, take care of you. If you pass out, she's got Doc right there, and I'm sure Doc has some
Doc's got some IV. Like
he's got some
up.
IV that you can hook up to him. So I love that. I love Lifeline. Plus, positive attitude. It's not like she's going to be pissed the whole time. She's just there to have a great time. And then number one is Fuse. Fuse is going to be the one who makes me get out of my comfort zone just a little bit. Just enough to where I'm like, okay, this was fun because Fuse made me do something I might not have done. But not too crazy because I got Lifeline and Volk right there. Bring me back down, beer drinkers. And then if Rampart is the honorable mention, if she happens to be there too, I'm just relaxing, having a good time.
Sure.
And the next morning I wake up, I might be a little hungover. Didn't party too hard, but I had a good night. That's the type of party I'm looking for right there.
I feel that.
The one person I would not want to party with, like Kyle said, was Watson. Watson.
That's because you don't like to explore.
Watson sucks, Brian. All right, that's the Raise Energy question of the week. If you guys, I want to hear your guys' party squad. Send us a DM on Discord. Send us a DM on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Who is your ultimate party squad? And what type of party environment are you looking for? You're trying to get buck wild Project X like Kyle? You're trying to have a relaxed night, tie a few on like I was. Raise Energy question of the week is brought to you by repsports.com, where you could use code BANNER, BANNER, for 15% off all Raise Energy products. Get yourself some new flavors coming out. Raise Energy got some new flavors. They're on the way, so you're going to want to check those out. Head on down. Use code BANNER, 15% off. We appreciate you guys for using code BANNER. All right, we're going to hit a quick ad, and then we're going to get into the discussion of the state of Apex Legends, because things are looking up, boys. Let's hit a quick ad, and we'll see you guys on the other side. All right, here we go. State of the game. Quick tweet here from Alpha Intel. Apex Legends Season 10 on Twitch. Most streamed game, 1.1 million hours. Most watched BR game, 23 million hours. Highest average viewership on a BR, 141,000 viewers and 414,000 peak viewers. State of the game is going up. If you have been listening to this show for a long time, if you have been playing Apex Legends for a long time, I think it's a little surprising, but at the same time, Brian, it's not. Because we've known that this game was better than every BR on the market, and we have said it since day one.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. It's such a dead game.
Yeah, dead game. Dead game.
Dead game.
Dead game. Every fucking tweet that they put out, dude.
Fuck
Dead game.
that shit, dude.
Oh, my God. But anyway, Apex Legends is on the up and up. Warzone, it's almost like, you know, I don't want to trash too hard on the other game, but they've had so many cheating issues. We've got Nick Merckx on board. We've got XQC on board. We've got Tim the Tatman playing. We've got all these gigantic streamers swapping over. It seems like when you open up Twitch, your entire tab on the left-hand side is Apex Legends, Apex Legends, Apex Legends. So many streamers playing right now. State of the game is through the roof.
Not only are they liking it, but a lot of them are openly admitting that they're just addicted to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Nick Merckx I haven't seen Nick Merckx stream that late in so long, but he streamed yesterday for like 18 hours, just trying to climb up, his whole goal is to get to Predator, and it's just crazy to watch like the biggest streamers do stuff like this.
Okay, so his past, I think, 4 streams go 15, 15, 13, and 18 hours, respectively.
That's insane.
Tim the Tatman tweeted this morning. He goes, you guys went to sleep at 4 a.m. He goes, how are you guys awake?
It's the grind.
And and fucking Nick tweeted back, he goes, built different.
Yep, built diff. But yeah, I mean, it's just awesome to see these streamers. And like we said, we've talked about how weird this game has been. When we started this podcast, Apex was around. It was right when Season 6 began.
Right when...
And it was at a dark place at that point.
It was a shit show.
Like, we had just started the show and we're like, damn, like, this could end pretty quickly. This project could end pretty quickly here. But Apex is such an anomaly in the gaming community because you see this happen all the time. A game comes out, gets big, it falls off, and it never comes back. And you never see it come back. This is one of the rare times that I've seen a game completely fall off. Remember when it first launched, like everybody was playing it, and then it just had a drop.
Yeah, by Season 3, I want to say was the lowest point of player base in Apex Legends history, from my understanding. And by Season 3, like, the game was almost dead, and for it to come back to this is insane.
It's just, but we say it's insane, but I think all of us here at this table have understood that this game is the best BR on the market. It never, in my mind, there was never a time where Warzone was better. There was never a time, maybe when Fortnite first came out, but Apex wasn't out yet. Yeah. So from the time Apex has come out, there has been no BR that I felt like could even compete.
No. And people that are coming from different platforms are thinking that a lot of the stuff that Apex has is copied over from other games, like the ping system, the respawn, all that. And people don't understand that Apex is the one who made all that. Apex is the one who did it not only so well, but so leaps and bounds above everyone else before they even started that they had to do all these other games had to do something to keep up.
I'm pretty sure in the first month that Apex was out, that's when Fortnite put in the respawn thing, and then they tried to implement a ping system, and theirs is garbage.
Like it might have had a bug here or there, maybe a ping not being 100% visible or something like that. Doesn't matter. This is by far the best ping system any BR game has ever seen.
In all the other games, you have to like use the D-pad when you're using a controller in order to ping something. In this, you just use R1 or whatever.
It just feels natural. Your finger's already there.
Yeah, you just feel natural doing it. Like in all the other BRs, like I got to take my thumb off the stick, click the thing in order to ping something.
I'm just happy, man. Like it's nice. It feels like I was talking to Kyle on the phone. Like I think it was last week, and I was just talking to you and saying, like, dude, like it feels so good when you bet on something. And like we've said that this game is leaps and bounds. We've tried all the different games. We gave them all a chance, and it just never felt right. And it's just so nice when you like really believe in something and others start to see it too. It just feels like it kind of reaffirms like that confidence you had, and it's doing great. Now, is there still a lot of problems? Yes, there's still a lot of problems with this game. Mostly structural, in my opinion. You know, the servers can at times be awful. Launches have historically been pretty awful. Although this one was great. We got to give credit where credit's due. This one was good.
I almost want to say flawless if it wasn't for Sear, but flawless.
Yeah. So we've had legends that have come out almost useless. Loba still sucks. You still don't know if that bracelet's going to work. So there's still a lot of things going on with this game that needs to be fixed. And then there's been some cleaning of house back at the good old Respawn office that we'll talk about here in a second. But it just feels nice. It's nice to see other people enjoying the game. And it's nice to see that like craving that we all had in the early days. Remember those early days when we tried to climb so hard and it was like a grind? And what Nick and Tim are going through, we went through in those early days.
Yeah.
We just wanted to be so good at this game. We wanted to learn the movement, the guns. We wanted to get all that down. And now they're trying to learn it, and it's so fun to watch them kind of go through this growing phase.
I love watching, and obviously these guys are professional streamers. They're not new to the streaming game whatsoever or to video gaming whatsoever. But I love watching these baby Apex streamers where they're learning the game at the same time they're streaming. They're missing all sorts of things. Going, chat, how many syringes do I need to carry? Like, I love watching these things happen because you're like, this is so exciting and new for them. And you're sitting there, you're like, I know the fucking answer. You need to carry 4 at max. Mm-hmm. Unless you're an Octane, then you can just say fuck syringes altogether.
Yeah.
But, like, just those little nuances like that, like, I love watching it. Is this gun better with choke on or off? Talking about the PK, like the things that just come naturally to us that you forget. You forget that that's part of the game, and you're like, oh shit, that's right. You actually have to make a conscious decision. Do I put the DigiThreat sight on the wingman, or do I just leave it as the red dot? Like, what's better?
Yeah, it kind of like renews your passion for the game too, because you start watching this stuff again and you remember, and then you see look it almost makes you want to yell at the screen sometimes when they don't put their gun away when they're running, or like doing all the weird stuff like that, putting weird scopes on weird guns. It's just, you know, it makes you almost want to yell at the screen, but at the same time you appreciate it because you're like, you know what, they're going through that journey that I had so much fun going through, so I'm just going to watch them and let them enjoy it. I will say this, I've seen a lot of tweets from these bigger streamers coming over to Apex where it's almost like the Apex community's kind of gatekeeping like their ability to enjoy the game, saying like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. And I think a lot of people, they're coming from a place of trying to help, but there's also people like, there's a reason you're not doing good at this game because you've been playing Warzone and you suck. Shut up. Just let the people enjoy the game. Let them learn as they're going along. I've seen a lot of people be like, the Apex community kind of toxic. I think every gaming community is pretty toxic. I don't like when people use that as like an argument, but Let these people learn for themselves. Enjoy the game. If they ask, then fucking answer some questions. Help them out.
If you want to hear about a toxic community, just go to the Overwatch community.
Oh, my
'cause
God.
That, let me tell you right now,
Oh, fuck.
that is a toxic
Dude,
community.
we had like a 2-year lease in the Overwatch community, and I couldn't get out of that bitch fast enough. Dude, that shit was awful.
I still can't believe fucking Schmaz is a Symmetra main.
Dude, Schmaz, yeah, I'll have to talk to him about that. I can't
That's a
believe
sad
it.
life.
Yeah, actually, he said word for word, "I love Symmetra so much." He actually said that word for
Correct.
word.
And
it's crazy.
Dude,
What
we're
an
not even
absolute
shit talking on him.
tragedy.
Like, he actually is a Symmetra main.
I think he wanted to cosplay as Symmetra at the upcoming like Overwatch con.
I would pay to
or
see
something
that.
like that.
Actually,
BlizzCon.
that would be
I'd
pretty
pay to
hot,
see that.
honestly.
Yeah.
I'd want to see that.
I think he'd look good.
Can he do the high slit on the legging?
Yeah, I think I asked
want
it.
to see that too.
He was asking like how high he should go. I was like,
All the
dude,
way.
yeah, all the way.
All the
Like,
fucking
don't even
way.
If you're,
fucking.
listen, if you're not going all the way, then are you?
Dude,
even
I was like,
trying?
don't even like
Straight up,
think about it.
past ribcage.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to talk good about Apex. It's awesome. It's great to see the game thriving, growing. We're seeing Twitch numbers just through the roof. It's awesome to see. We've had a lot of bad episodes, boys, where we talk shit about Apex because things have not been so good. And we don't like doing that, by the way. I know a lot of people like to complain. We don't like doing that. We've wanted to see this game grow for a long time. And it finally seems like, guys, it's getting to that point where it's hitting its stride and is going onward and upward. So, without further ado, we're going to get into our main topic, talking a little bit about the meta and how we would change it if we were in that position. We're going to hit a quick ad, and we will see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, so some stuff has been going down over at the Respawn office. We won't talk too much about that, but I think it's an interesting topic to think about. If you were in the role of somebody who got to control the meta, change the legends how you want the meta to be, buffs, nerfs, however you feel like it should be, how would you change each meta? What would you do with each legend? I think it's an interesting question, and I think there's a lot of different ways that you could go. With 18 legends out here in Apex Legends, there's so many possibilities. You've got legends who just stay in one spot. You've got legends that move around. You've got legends that offer utility. For ALGS, that maybe players who aren't in the ALGS won't use too often. Maybe like a Crypto, right? We saw when Crypto was really good in the ALGS, but wasn't really used in regular play, right? So, let's pose the question. How would you guys change the meta, and what would you want it to look like?
So when I look at it, I see 3 lists. I see a list of legends that need a nerf. I see a list of legends that desperately need a buff. And I see a list of legends that are in a fairly solid place. Obviously, the first reaction is to go in and say, well, obviously, nerf the Seer, the Bloodhound, the Revenant, the Octane, maybe Gibby in certain areas. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's to make everything even in my mind. Something has to be worse than the others.
Yeah.
You have to design something to be worse than others. But I would like to see more abrupt, large changes more frequently, and have a constantly evolving and changing meta. That can be difficult for pros, but at the same time, it puts more of an emphasis on cracking the current meta and the player base having to learn, decide, and make up decisions before the game starts. And we will start to see legends like Wattson, Crypto, Loba, Mirage possibly come into more favor, even if for short periods of time, to satisfy those fan base, as well as being able to shake up the game a bit. I look at it more along the lines of, you also have another set of 3 lists, not the nerf and buff list, but you have a group of legends that is a playstyle or cornerstone type of legend. We're talking Wattson, Gibby, Caustic, Fuse, Crypto, Revenant, Rampart, legends that when you have one on your team, you kind of have to cater to what that legend does and wants to do. You have a group of support legends that kind of just either make the game easier in the sense of wall hacks or something like that. And I know Crypto does that, but Crypto's also AFK when he does. Some of these can overlap a little. You have to play a little bit more around a Crypto EMP and things like that than you do some of the other legends. But Bloodhound, Seer is one of those legends that is a very good support legend. Lifeline, obviously. Loba is more of a support role for the campy styles, things like that with her ultimate. I would say take these play styles and lean into them. The other one being the very fun, entertaining, energetic style, which to me seems more like the Mirage, Pathfinder, Bangalore, Octane style, where it's faster pace, fun solo legends, things like that, but they really don't mesh the absolute. So they definitely have the potential to mesh phenomenally, as we've seen with Revtane, but on their own, they are sufficient on their own as well as within a team, but they're not all the best legends out there like Mirage, and they're not supposed to be the best legends out there. You're going to have different tiers of legends, and I think that's perfectly fine as long as we see them rotating in and out with each other frequently. So I would say start making larger changes more frequently to these legends, and I would say I'd be looking at these kind of classes and saying, I need X amount of this to be in the meta, I need X amount of this one to be in the meta, and X of this one to be in the meta. And from there, I will make tweaks and adjustments. And if one's being too strong, we'll drop it way down. Someone else is going to drum way up, just either inherently from not being nerfed, or the competition being nerfed, or we buff them as well. And maybe we see a whole new playstyle creep into the meta. And that would be, I think that would be very entertaining to see how the pros figure that out.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, especially the way you categorized all three of those. When you're looking at a game and you want the game to succeed, I think you have to cater to two things. You have to cater to the casual fan, and you also have to cater to the pro scene. Because nowadays, gaming is shifting more and more and more away from like casual players to like the people who are willing to grind and the pros. We see how much numbers big games do when it gets to their like pro league, Overwatch League, Call of Duty World League, obviously ALGS. Those streams do numbers, and it gets the company a lot of money for their game. It makes people want to grind. It makes people want to do that. But it's also extremely difficult to keep both the casual side and the pro side happy. It's very hard. It's very difficult to keep them together. And I think there's only one way that you can benefit from both of those sides getting exactly what they want. And I think you have to implement some sort of system where there are bans inside of ALGS. Now, when I say bans, there's only certain legends that would fit into this category. Number one being Revenant. I can't really think of anybody else that I really would think that you'd need to ban for the ALGS, but Revenant is one of those guys where the entire kit is based around that ult, and that ult is just, it's on that knife's edge where one thing makes it too strong and then something else makes it completely useless, and it makes the legend completely useless. So I think if you were to implement a system where the pros were able to decide and come up with a list, or at least Apex was able to come up with a list, that legends that cannot be played in the ALGS, I think it makes the pro scene happy, especially if it came to Revenant, because now they don't have to deal with that. And then I also think it makes the casual fan happy, because on the other side of things, as much as I love the ALGS, I love watching like competitive stuff. I'm a big sports guy, but I also just love to relax. And I think a lot of people love the gimmicky legends. You got to keep gimmicky. People like Mirage. People fucking love Mirage.
Dude,
he's so fun.
I love Mirage. For me, like there's gimmicky legends, but they need to fit into, like you're saying, they have their roles to fit into, and you need to make them fit into that. Mirage.
Exactly. So like, another one that stands out, Rampart. Fun as fuck. I love playing Rampart. Getting that Sheila, getting a down or a kill with Sheila is so fun. Keep gimmicky in the game. It makes it fun for the casual fan. And even though the pros would never use it, and I don't think you need to ban Rampart because I doubt anybody would play her, there's certain legends I think sometimes that need that ban, and it makes the pro scene happy, but it also keeps the everybody else happy, because now they don't have to go through some ridiculous nerf that they didn't have to go to only because Apex was trying to cater to the pro scene. So now it makes the best of both worlds. But I do believe in keeping gimmicky. My other thing, and this is just a personal thing, I would stay away from stationary legends. I've never been a fan of the Caustics, the Watsons, the legends that try to keep you locked down. Even Rampart. I only like Rampart because of Sheila. Other than that, I don't really care for her kit because I like to move. I like to run around. But I do love Sheila. I would stay away from the stationary legends. I think they fall into a category in this game that I don't really care for. And so my personal meta would be staying away from that. Maybe if I would do one thing, I would cycle out a stationary legend every few seasons to make one good and then the rest of them kind of meh. That's just my own personal thing. If I had to pick a stationary legend to have, though, I would definitely pick Watson. And I think her kit is so close to being decent enough. She already has that regen on her shields. I just feel like if it went a little bit faster, it would make more sense to have a Watson on your team. So I think that's the one thing. And then my very last thing, and I've talked to Kyle about this a gajillion times on the phone. I think Revenant has some of the coolest lore in the game. I think he had one of the biggest moments in the game when he was first teased. But the only way that you will ever get Revenant to not be on a knife's edge is you have to completely rework him. I know it doesn't work for the lore, and I know they would probably never do it, but you cannot have this legend completely revolve around that ult. It's never going to work. He's always going to be either way too strong or way too weak. The second you go away from the death totem, you bring in an awesome legend with amazing lore, badass as fuck, assassin. You get that legend off that death totem and you find something else that maybe fits in with the lore video. You could try to find something. I'm sure you could find something. A loophole. Yeah.
Nerf everyone else's melee and leave his the same.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. You could do something to get him away from that death totem. The second you do that, that would be amazing. That's my one big, huge thing that I think I would do with the meta. I would immediately... The one thing I loved about Overwatch, they were never afraid to just completely rework a fucking person. They would completely rework a person.
You would have a fucking Torbjorn.
Yeah.
And then you in their back pocket, they'd have Torbjorn 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, all the way up to fucking 12. And they're like, which one do you want to roll out today?
Sombra Sombra changed so much that I would call it a rework. Some people would just call it changes to her kit. I call that a rework. She got changed a bunch. They did that a bunch of times. The only one I didn't like was the Symmetra one. But even so, like you said, sometimes you just want to see them go further than they need to just to figure out if you liked it or not. I do think they did that once when they reworked Lifeline and gave her the shield with the combat medic.
They kind of redid it.
That was the one time I think they did it big.
She always had the shield, though.
No, well, she had the shield, but you had to revive them. You couldn't shoot. So they have done that.
A big rework.
Yeah. So, but like I said, to kind of boil my thing down, rework Rev completely away from the ult. Stay away from stationary legends. Allow bans for the pros so that they can put their input in and be like, hey, this is bullshit. We don't want this in here. It brings nothing to the ALGS. Let them do that so that you can keep them happy while also catering to the casual fan who doesn't want to see legends disappear. And then keep gimmicky, but give them enough utility to still be useful. I think a perfect example of that is Mirage. I think Mirage right now is fine. He is good enough to where a good person can use him and have a grand old time, have a great time, but he also isn't going to go into the ALGS.
You can get the masters playing Mirage.
Yeah.
It's entirely doable. You have to have an amazing gun skill and movement and things like that. He's not a bad legend. He's just never going to be at the highest level. You can have fun, exciting, enjoyable legends in this game that are never going to be the highest rank play ever, but you can carry them along, or they can carry you a long way, and you can get very good at this game with it. And if you switch to somebody else, you'd probably excel a lot further. But you're playing that legend because you want to, and not because you have to play the meta that's out there.
In my opinion, I would just want every legend to be viable as humanly possible.
So you're trying to reach a flat plateau of, good enough for a good player, won't be very good for a bad player type of thing.
It's just basically if you're good with the legend, you could basically pull it off in a comp.
Well, that's going to be hard to do for some of these legends. So I'm going to ask you some of these questions here because what do you do with Rampart?
Without it being too incredibly overpowered, I would find a way to where she puts up the walls faster. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Because I think that right now it takes too long for the walls to come out.
Now, when you say you want every legend to be viable, I think there's going to be a lot of issues that come with that too. I think it's going to be in a perfect world, it makes sense to be like, oh, well, I want every legend to be played, but it's going to be difficult for like some legends. I think if you tried to make them all at the same plateau, there's going to be some that just naturally dominate.
Well, yeah,
are over the top. And I think a lot of those legends would be the ones that stand still.
Which, you said there's 18 legends?
Yes.
Say there's like 10 that are fucking good, all good enough to be in the meta right now. And then there's 8 of them that are just absolute dog shit. Like you could never play those in a comp.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's going to be characters that like give you boosts of some sort, like Octane. Like it's just head and shoulders above a lot of the meta, whereas Watson just regains shield and puts up fences.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're trying to get it to where every legend could be possibly played, and even though some may not be as useful in like a game situation, they're all good enough to where they can handle their own.
Yeah.
So, boys, that should just about do it. Any last words before we head out?
Yeah, fucking nerf Seer, dude.
Oh,
Let's just say it. We got to say it.
Seer is bad for the game just because it's dumbing down the skill it takes to play the game, and watching Warzone streamers come over and like be like, holy fuck, this is actually really hard. It sucks that you implemented this legend as they were switching over. Like that sucks because it just kind of takes away the skill a little bit.
It's like it's kind of like giving them training wheels on a bike that they don't know how to ride yet.
It's like giving new players training wheels. It's like giving good players a fucking Maserati because they can just roast you.
Yeah, and I would like to be able to pop a Phoenix kit at the very end of the game and not be scanned by 6 different Seers.
Yeah,
and take a minute and a half to get a Phoenix kit off.
Yeah,
that would be nice. I'd like to be able to heal at the end of the game.
That would be nice.
Whenever, like, the thing that I hate about it most is that at the end of the game, you can hear when people are healing and stuff. And if you're a Seer, dude, and you hear that, you just aim in their general direction and shoot the ability.
It's a sniper shot, though.
It's like it's a sniper shot, guys. Yeah. It's very small.
Yeah, it's just like a subway tunnel.
Yeah, it's just the size of like a regular full-size train.
There's quite a few nerfs that I want to list off that would be able to do it, but I also don't want to sit here for 10 minutes listing off possible Seer nerfs.
One thing that
we all know what they are.
Yeah.
One thing that I really, really don't like is the other day I died to a Seer ability through a wall because I had less than 10 health, and he shot me through the wall with it.
Well, yeah,
I feel like that shouldn't be a thing.
It does not need to do damage. It does not need to interrupt a heal. It does not need to be the size of a fucking freight train.
No. Doesn't need to flash you. Doesn't need to stun you. Like all that shit is just ridiculous.
Literally the scan and the information of how much health they have left is so much information in this game. That on its own is worth it.
Especially for 8 fucking seconds.
That's a long time.
And you get to see their health bars, bro. You know what they have.
Talk to my dog.
I wouldn't mind the stun if it didn't show my health bar.
Yeah.
Like one or the other. It can do either of those. Because if it has a stun and it doesn't show the health bar, you use it for the stun effect. So you can hard push. When you get hit, oh, fuck, they're coming. But now right now you just get blasted with everything. And the rest of his kit is incredibly strong too. But it's the tactical that puts him so far ahead of everybody else.
I think the passive also needs it's a heartbeat sensor, but like every other game, the heartbeat sensor has to load, right?
Yeah,
it has a second or two delay where you see it coming across the screen. The fact that his is just in real time, like you just hold it down, it's in real time. There's no delay. There's no there's no time in between. They know exactly where you are. They can hear everything in the exact second. Like that's got to change. I talked to my doctor. He was like, "You're gonna die if they don't nerf Seer." I tweeted Apex. They didn't say anything to me. I might die. I might actually die. There's a picture of me in the hospital with my nose with my respirator on.
I don't know about hospital, but yes,
we were on the way to the hospital.
On the way there.
Yeah, we were on the way there, and they just didn't say anything.
I mean, you are looking a little gray.
I'm looking gray right now. I'm
gray.
Looking silver, kind of like Kyle's rank right now.
I was talking.
I hope you don't make it to the hospital.
Oh fuck! All right, boys, let's get into grab my bachelor. Love, the universal language. For some, love comes easy.
Could she be the one?
But for others, love doesn't come easy.
Sometimes, I don't think I'll ever find love.
Follow us as we take one man through his journey
I just want to find the one.
to find eternal and everlasting love.
I'm just tired of being in this bed alone.
There will be some highs
I like long walks on the beach.
and some lows.
Oh, I got a text. It's not from her, though.
But in the end, we hope to find love.
I just want a girl that completes me.
Welcome to Grab My Bachelor. All right, Grab My Bachelor time. Kyle, we're sitting across. It's a time of reflection right now, and for a lot of people out there, they think the goal of Grab My Bachelor is to get Kyle married. No, that's not the goal. Listen, I mean, that would be great. Be a cool thing to get Kyle all wifed up, booed up, have him a nice little lady.
Booed up.
The goal of Grab My Bachelor is to let Kyle vent some things out as a single man, freshly single. Let him get his words out. So Kyle, I want to ask you. We've had a week.
Okay.
How are you feeling after this week? There was by the way, a lot of positive response to Grab My Bachelor. A lot of people liked the Grab My Bachelor.
So
segment.
when we launched the segment, I wasn't sure if a lot of people were going to like it, but you guys actually showed out, and it seems like a lot of you like it. So I'm really happy to see it.
I think a lot of people can relate to what you're, maybe not exactly what you're going through, but there's a lot of single people out there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are in relationships that maybe they're looking to get out of. Maybe there's a lot of people who are trying to get into a relationship and maybe they need to pump the brakes. It's just a relatable segment.
There's also a lot of people that were like in relationships and they're just like, they like wanted to be supportive of me. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. Like, this is nice.
That's nice. So we're going to answer some of those listener questions. But Kyle, let's get into it. How are you feeling? Any revelations you came to this week?
I mean, I'm feeling all right. I've just like been like reflecting about how I feel about things, and I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to like open up to somebody yet.
Well, you were in a relationship for a long time.
7 years, yeah, very long time, and
it's going to be hard to just do that all over again.
yeah, like I just feel like in my soul and in my heart that I'm just not ready to like be open with somebody as open as I was previously.
Well, I'll tell you something. That's a good revelation to come to, because you do not want to come to that revelation in the middle of a rebound.
No, that's a clusterfuck waiting to happen. Right there.
And we've all been there. We've all been there at one point in time. So you're kind of feeling like right now it's just like I'm kind of just chilling out.
I'm just chilling out, man.
Beyond that base level, you're not digging too deep.
No, it's really tough to feel open like that. You know what I mean?
Especially after such a long time.
Yeah, and like my heart's just not ready for it.
So let's say, for instance, right, you've got. What I'm trying to get at here is, do you think the work of starting up a relationship again is kind of blocking you out, or is it, if somebody was there, if Mrs. Perfect was right there, you'd be able to walk down and just be like, all right, let's do this? Or are you kind of in that zone where even if she was there, you'd still need some time?
I think I'm in that zone where even if she was there, I would definitely need some time. And I hope if she was Mrs. Perfect, she could understand that.
Yeah. So maybe what you're looking for right now is not necessarily anything crazy, but just building friendships with people that you don't really know right now.
Yeah,
right?
But like people that you like to hang out with.
Years down the road, maybe something happens. But right now, it's more just about building a friendship with somebody who you can tolerate.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think a lot of people need to hear stuff like that.
Well, because I just don't think that like, even if she showed up at my front door and was like, hey, like, you know, Mrs. Perfect just
I'm
was
Miss
there.
Perfect.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be able to be like, oh, okay, cool, like, you know, here I'm here like 100% open with you. Like that would be.
You still have a lot of things you got to work on.
She may also follow up with, I also play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd hang myself.
Now, what if Mrs. Perfect came along and what if she was Silver 1? That'd be tough.
No.
That would be tough.
Listen,
Kyle.
Silver 1.
Kyle, if she's Silver 1, she's
I don't
above
listen.
you,
I don't care if she's
Wait.
Predator. Okay.
Okay.
If she was,
that's fine.
If she was Apex Predator and I was Silver 2 and she liked me, I'd be like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Give me some tips.
She can carry me.
Yeah.
Listen, she's got to be pretty strong. You're pretty fucking heavy.
Listen,
all right.
we'll work on those muscles together.
Let's get to our listener questions for Grab My Bachelor. So here we go. First question. Everybody here can answer this. So, is it a problem if someone is in a relationship and they haven't seen the other person's full face? They've only seen side pictures.
So
That's a little weird to me.
that's weird to me. Also, so I have experience with this. When I was much younger, I like dated a girl. Like it was my first like long distance relationship, and I didn't really meet her in person. Like we met like. I don't know if we met online or we met through like a friend of a friend, but I dated this girl basically through the phone for like, I don't know how long. It was like, had to be a couple months, but I met her in person and she looked nothing like the pictures that I had originally seen her from. So they could definitely catfish the living shit out of you.
I was just about to say, there is a full show like dedicated to this exact situation so you can avoid it. And so I would say avoid it. Maybe watch the show Catfish. Maybe watch a few seasons. Get that under your belt and be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yep.
And just to throw it out there, not all of them that do this are going to be catfish. Some of them just...
Confidence issues?
Yeah, a little insecure in certain places, a little more than others in some other places. And that's fine if that's the case. But if they're that person, they should still at some point be able to get comfortable enough with you to where they're willing to send that and not worry. You shouldn't have to ever worry about it being a catfish, especially after a certain amount of time and investment into that person. So I would say if this has been going on for a long period of time, I would definitely have some red flags hitting up really fast.
All right, second question. Last question. How long should you wait to do the sex? You definitely know that came from our Discord when they worded it like that.
Is that really how they
do the sex? I actually might say that more often.
Hey, babe,
that kind of sounds badass.
You want to do the sex?
Like the look you get after that, you'll either know immediately if they hate you or if they'll tolerate you. They'll never like you.
First off, realistically, get to know the person is the best advice that I could give through all my years of dating and everything like that. Get to know the other person first, because as soon as you throw that in there, it throws a whole other dynamic into the relationship that you don't know how they're going to react. You want to know how that's going to happen first. So get to really know the person at a different level before you start bringing in the physical shit. Yeah. It's never a bad thing to talk to that person about it, to have that conversation. Because if they're not comfortable having that conversation with you, they're not comfortable doing it with you.
Yeah.
So don't have the sex.
Don't do the sex.
That's what it is. That's the phrase.
Don't do the
sex if you can't even talk about it.
All right, let's get into the brand new gambling segment. I'm so fucking excited for this brand new gambling segment, boys.
The amount
I'm so fucking excited.
The amount of work that Jay-Z put in.
Big shout out to Jay-Z.
Huge shout out.
I am so fucking pumped. We're going to hit one quick ad, just one quick ad, and then we'll be on the other side for the gambling segment. You're going to want to stick around to hear how the community can get involved because it's going to be badass. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It's been a few weeks since we've done gambling. Obviously, we've had a lot to go through the last few weeks. Troy heading out, getting ready to start his next chapter. We had Brian, couldn't make it last week. So now we're finally all here, ready to go, getting ready for the new gambling segment. But there's going to be a ton of changes to the way we do things here. And I think, honestly, guys, I think it was much needed. It was fun in the beginning of the gambling segment because, we were all kind of playing with bated breath. We weren't going all, full in. And then the last 3 or 4 seasons, it's just been a push fest. Just put as much bones as you can in. Just go as hard as you can. Try to get the lead early, and then it was over. And it just made it not as fun.
Steamroller.
Yeah.
It allowed somebody with spite bets to get number one.
But yeah, so it was definitely a little bit more difficult. So now we have a brand new way of doing things, and it's a little different. Some of you might not like it, but bones are going to be going away, and we're going to be switching over to win percentage. Now, what makes this so much better? Well, bones, first of all, are hard to follow when you're throwing so many numbers, especially at people who don't follow gambling that much. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. With win percentage, it's very simple. If you win, your win percentage is higher. If you lose, your win percentage is lower. It doesn't matter the volume of bets you make, because one person could make 20 bets but only win one. Their win percentage sucks. One person could make 2 bets but gets both, and their win percentage is way higher. But it also gives the ability for the person with 20 bets to come back slowly each week and come back and try and get into that next zone. Because, say for instance, they bet 20 bets again the next week. Say they hit all 20, they're right back in the race. There's no bones to be had. There's nothing crazy. It's just down-home fun. Me, Kyle, Brian, going to be insane. Exactly. So let's get into the rules here. Let's start it off. It's going to be me, Kyle, and Brian. We're going to be playing 12 arena matches during the week. That we will be keeping track of our kills, our assists, knocks, rounds won, rounds played, matches won, and perfect games. During the betting, each participant will have to make a minimum of 3 bets. Jay-Z has created a way for the community to get really involved with the gambling segment for the first time. We will be able to track everyone's bets, update throughout the week, and keep a leaderboard for the community betting. So not only are we going to be betting, Jay-Z has created an entire brand new spreadsheet that if you're in the Discord, you just click the link, you set your bets in, the automated sheet does all the calculations for you, and you get your own percentage. Now, we haven't decided what the prize is going to be for the community person who wins the gambling season, but we will have some sort of prize. We just got to talk about what we want it to be, and then we will let you guys know in the future. So you're going to want to be betting. It's so easy, guys. It's the easiest thing to do. You just click the link, over, under, whatever you think is going to be there, and you just send it in.
And you don't have to take them all. You don't have to bet on Wyatt at all if you don't want to. You scroll down to the bottom. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. You scroll to the bottom, you hit next, and then you can go straight to mine, and you can bet all the overs on there. And then you can go all the way down to the bottom, and you can skip on Kyle again, submit your bets, and be perfectly fine.
Well,
Remember,
you're going to want to bet overs on Kyle because he's in silver right now.
Okay,
so
that's right. So overs on Kyle,
don't
silver.
My God.
So that's what you're going to want to be doing.
But
you're going to want to bet overs because I'm the best, and then these 2 schmucks are going to get all unders.
Debatable.
But yeah, so
it's so simple.
One of the simplest things I've ever done on this podcast.
Big shout out to Jay-Z for making it. Huge. Even if you don't even fully understand the gambling, you can literally click the link. Just click the buttons however you please and just submit it. Who cares? You have nothing to lose. It costs you nothing to click the button and click submit, and you could come out with the prize from us. Grab my banner. So let's finish off the explanation here. This is just a beta, so to speak, but we're going to be working out the kinks week by week, and we hope this will continue to grow and give everyone another way to get involved. If you'd like to play along with us this gambling season, join us over at our Discord where you will find the rules and links to participate. You can find invites to our Discord on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, or if you follow us on any of those platforms. And guys, we've been so good at looking at our DMs and responding as fast as we can, getting people into the Discord.
Yeah, if you shoot any of us a DM on Twitter or anything and you ask us for the Discord, we'll instantly
we send it every single time. We've got over 400 members in the Discord right now. Why aren't you in there? So that should just about explain gambling, boys. Now, we've been doing this forever, but for a lot of new people, they don't typically listen to this segment because it's hard to understand. This is as streamlined as it could possibly be. You've just got win percentage. Whoever's winning wins. Whoever's losing is a loser. So that's it.
So, for example, if I make 2 bets and I only win one of those 2 bets, my win percentage is
50%.
50%. If I make 3 bets and I win 2 of those bets and I miss the other, my win percentage is 66%. Mm-hmm. So even though I made more bets and I won 2 bets, that doesn't mean my win percentage doubled from 50 to 100. It goes up in proportion to how many bets I won compared to what I missed.
Yeah. So a person who goes 20 for 20 is the same as a person who goes 1 for 1. You just got to pick your spots. And we've always known you had to pick your spots. That's what gambling is. That's what it always has been. And it makes it even more fun because I feel like it's going to be more competitive going deeper into the season, which is what we've been looking for because recently it hasn't been.
I'm excited to see what the true locks of the week are.
It's going to change.
When we get to see how many people hit on Wyatt's first half kills. If that was like the lock, everyone saw that, they bet on that, and that was the one that everyone said, this is the easiest one, I'm taking that one. That's going to be awesome to see. And what would you call it? The big miss of the week?
I would say like the bad beat.
The bad beat of the week. Like, I'm excited to be able to see the bad beat and the locks of the previous week, and what was like everyone got screwed out of this one, or everyone's like, fuck, that was a great find by somebody right there.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to have the most bad beats out of anybody.
Well,
so
with your streaky ass.
You were just
streaky
streaky.
player.
But what happens with this type of statistics is we can look back on that and see where Kyle will miss spots, where I will miss spots, or where I'll hit, where Brian will miss spots, or where he will hit. It's going to be like you can develop your entire system. If you just want to bet overs, you just pick the overs you want. If you want to be an unders guy, you just bet the unders you want. If you just want to bet on one of us, one of the hosts, you just bet on one. And then you can send the screenshot in the gambling corner in the Discord, discuss it with all the other bettors in there. Dude, it's there's nothing to lose. It's all fun.
So to a lot of our fans and listeners that are not familiar with the way over and under work, if I say that Wyatt's kill line for his total kills is at 49 kills, if I bet over, I'm betting that you're going to get
Over 49.
so 50 or above.
Yep.
If I bet under, I'm saying you're going to get 48 or
and
under.
lower.
So what happens if you hit 49?
So if you hit 49 directly on the head, we found a way to get out of this. Normally in gambling, that would be called a push. You would just get your money back. The way this is going to work is if one of us pushes, which hasn't happened very often, our numbers are pretty hard to push on. But if that does happen, everybody just gets that bet taken away from their record. It doesn't affect their record at all, and you just can carry on with everything else.
Imagine like you hit Control-Alt-Delete on that bet, and you get it back. Nobody wins. Nobody loses. Doesn't affect your win percentage or the standings in regards to that singular bet. If there is a push, which doesn't happen often.
It doesn't happen very
again, feel free to bet as willing as you want. Just make sure you're making the right bets.
It's literally the easiest thing you can do, and it's fun. Everybody can talk about it. It's just a great thing. This is what we were trying to do since day one, but we haven't had either the time or the technology to do it. Now we do. Big shout out to Jay-Z for setting this up for us.
Huge shout out to that guy. He went above and beyond.
I'm not only excited because everybody else will get to participate. I'm excited because we've got a brand new season coming. This has always been one of our favorite segments to do on this show because we get to roast each other. We get to be friendly with each other. We get to do whatever we want because it's all about who's winning, who's losing. We've had the GMB Credit Union. Unfortunately, it had to close down. Yep. But we had some good times there.
We did have to close down. When our number one client decided to go back to Apex Junior, we had to close down the credit union because
we couldn't make the payments.
He couldn't make the payments. There's no way he was going to be able to make the payments on that playing in Apex Junior.
It's difficult.
It's also really difficult when you're the highest bone
still never paid his debt
of all
back.
time.
I wonder if you'd still be the highest bone person if you paid your debt back.
I did.
I don't know.
I would by far.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Jay-Z sent me a DM and said, dude, I don't know if Kyle would have been the bone leader if he paid it back. And I was I chuckled, but I wasn't going to bring it up. But then you said you were going to piss on me. And so now, I had to bring it up.
Oh, you said you were a fire.
Hold on a second. Have you calmed down at all?
What do you mean?
You said you're going to piss on me. Have you calmed down, even a little bit?
You mentioned Silver 2 again, so no, I'm pissed again.
Were you getting there before I did that?
I was doing that. I was getting there.
Okay.
We were starting to become friendly again, then you said that, and then now I want to piss on you.
Okay, what can I do?
Not say anything about Silver 2.
How about Gold 6?
I was saying Gold 6.
Or Gold 6 or fucking Gold 7, you fuck.
Dude, okay, well, what?
Gold 5?
I could say plat. What number would that be? I'm not a math guy.
Plat add 6. Plat 10.
Plat 10.
Plat 10?
Platinum 10?
No, I don't want to hear plat 10.
Diamond 14? Predator 700 and...
Bronze -3?
Yeah. Bronze -3.
Bronze -3.
That's awful.
That's pretty sick, actually.
No, that's worse.
Actually,
it'd be
bronze neg 2. Do we count 0?
Yeah, wait.
Do we count zero?
Is
No,
zero a
we
number?
don't count zero. Fuck that. Bronze neg 3.
No, yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. Bronze neg 3, Kyle.
Fuck you guys.
I can help you. We can help you get up.
I don't need your help.
I think, Kyle, I'm not saying you need my help. I'm just saying it's nice to have a hand to hold.
Listen, I carried Brian in all those places and matches.
So
I want you to know.
How can you carry me to somewhere where you haven't even been?
I carried you. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I want you to know. I carried your ass.
Clearly, you can't carry me to gold 3 when you haven't even been there yet.
I killed an entire team 3 times,
and
in
all
a
of them
row.
were one shot, were they not? Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
killed the entire team by myself.
All of them worth one shot. Just saying. Literal one bullet. Which, by the way, that Prowler nerf really showed up today.
It didn't. It was.
Well, it's easy when you're
Stupid
coming into the fight late because you're just that much slower at movement, and then you get
No.
one shot on somebody. That is the thing, you know.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So let's take a look at the lines real quick, and I'm excited to get to Kyle's. Actually, I'm going to start with him. He's not the first name on this list, but I'm going to start with him because being in Silver 2, now he doesn't have to play his games in Ranked, but I think this might be a good strat for him because he's going to be playing with the kids who just put down their Play-Doh and picked up a controller. So we're going to have like a very solid understanding here of what Kyle's going to be doing.
Why do I get hit with the Play-Doh? Troy leaves and instantly I get hit with the
Well,
Play-Doh?
you're
What is
clearly
this
the
shit?
lowest ranked player now.
Kyle, if Brian was Silver 2, do you think I wouldn't be up his ass right now?
Yeah, but I do not deserve this.
I'm not
then
saying
show
you
us
do.
with your
you
rank.
just got to show me, and you can't be
gotta
pissing
show
on
us
me.
with the rank.
my
You can't be
God.
pissing on the rug, okay?
I'm pissing on you right now.
Let's go to lines real quick. We got Kyle's total kills at 32, halves at 16. Kyle's total assists at 23, halves at 12. We've got Kyle's total knocks at 36, halves at 18. Total rounds won at 30, halves at 15. Total rounds played at 52, halves at 26. Total wins at 8, halves at 4. And total perfect games at 2.5, halves at 1.5. Now, I'm not even talking like Silver 2. I'm not talking. I'm going to pretend like I don't know that you play Silver 2. 8 wins is a lot.
Kyle, how many wins did we get at 10 today? 9?
9.
No, not 9. We didn't get a. We got 7 out of 10.
7.
Because Apex SBMM, I feel like purposely within your 12 games will always like the high. I think the highest we've ever won at this table
Is 9.
is 9.
Highest we've ever
So
won at
8
9.
is fucking high.
Lowest anyone's ever won is 3.
Okay.
So that's our kind of our range of outcomes. 6 would be the median there.
All I know is the last time that it was 8, I got 9. So
He did hit it. Last time it was there,
I'm
he
just
did
saying
hit
that's a fucking high number.
That is a high
high-ass
number.
But once again, I'm in Silver 2.
Well, I
Well,
think that
in that
would,
case,
yeah,
you
in
might
that
hit
case,
9.
You know
And
what?
that
He might
explains
hit
the 9
12.
last time.
He actually, you know what? If he's in Silver 2 and he doesn't win 12 out of 12 games, send him to Bronze. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly,
You better be winning every game in Silver 2.
You can eat my ass.
Well, if you piss on me, I just might. Let's move on to my lines. We've got total kills at 49, halves at 25. Total assists at 17, halves at 9. Total knocks at 57, halves at 29. Total rounds won at 29, halves at 15. Total rounds played at 53, halves at 27. Total wins at 8, halves at 4, and total perfect games at 2.5, halves at 1.5. I'm going to say that on myself too. 8 is still fucking high.
It's a whole hell of a lot when you're at the rank that you're at. You're at in what, gold something?
I'm gold 1 right now.
Gold 1, yeah, because by the time you finish, like, if you're hitting that many wins, you're probably going to be in plat, and then sheesh.
I might not play ranks.
Squeezing out those last ones.
I might, maybe if I join Kyle, I might. No, that's not how it works. Never mind. I was thinking if I joined him at his Silver 2 rank.
What were you going to say?
It finds the
I was
median.
just saying.
Yeah.
It finds the median?
It finds the median. It drops yours and raises his.
Oh.
Mhm.
I don't know if Kyle can handle that. He's at Silver 2.
Fuck.
I'll have to think about it. I'll think about it.
Right?
I'll think about it.
Listen, I'm telling you, he's fucking heavy.
Yeah. Listen. I've carried him in
I
the
heard
past.
silver's heavier than gold.
But I've carried him in the past, but I
False.
never had to carry him too hard. It was like he had one arm over my shoulder, and we were just walking together. Like, I wasn't carrying Kyle. He was just...
Listen, I'll tell you
when
right
my flat line is on, it's on. That's all I'll
he
say.
says silver's heavier than gold, an ounce is an ounce. A pound is a pound. Kyle still weighs as much in silver as he does gold, bronze, any of these other fucking ranks.
Kyle, spin zone. Silver, in my mind, is way cooler than gold.
You know, it's
like
cooler.
In just real life.
You want to know what's cooler?
Spin zone.
Than gold.
I hate you.
You don't have to spin zone.
I was gonna say, you want to know what's cooler than gold and silver?
What?
Bronze -3.
Yeah, that is true.
Fuck you.
That is true. Brian, total kills at 30.
I still
There's
can't
no
believe you
fucking
got
way.
gold fucking 4. Gold 4. How do you get gold 4 and I get silver 2?
Dude.
I demolished
You know,
those
I'm almost
kids.
to gold 3 now. It took me about almost as long to get to gold 3 as it did for you to go from silver 2 to gold or to silver 3.
Fuck you. I carried you. I killed those teams.
Yes,
I killed
all
them
of them were one shot. I had all the assists, and they were all one bullet.
Dude, this rank system blows cock. Okay, there's no way I'm a silver 2 player. This rank system. Hey,
shit.
Apex, if you're listening right now,
Fuck you.
fuck you and fix this system because I'm not a silver 2 player. I don't know how me and Brian played literally every single game.
No, you
of our
played your first
placements.
game without us.
Yeah,
without me.
I played one game.
You must have sucked some dick on that game.
No. Me and Kyle played that game together, and we had a, I think it was a Gibraltar who was a level 4. I was like, Kyle, how are we playing with a level 4?
Yes.
It's tough. It's tough out here in these streets. Honestly, it is kind of crazy, though, that Brian was like 2 ranks above.
I mean,
Like, you would think if they were going to rank.
That's half a full, or 2 tiers above. Yeah, that's half of a full rank.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me read Brian's lines real quick. Brian's total kills at 30, halves at 15. Total assists at 25, halves at 13. Total knocks at 35, halves at 18. Total rounds won at 26, halves at 13. Total rounds played at 48, halves at 24. Total wins at 6, halves at 3. And total perfect games at 1.5, halves at 1. It's push-worthy right there is the perfect game one. So I probably won't touch that. But Brian's kills at 6 seems a tad low to me, if I'm going to be honest with you.
You mean wins at 6?
Wins, yeah.
Yeah.
Total wins at 6. I feel like that's kind of like a lock here. I feel like that's a lock. Now, Brian, your kills at 30. Do you get that many kills? Like,
Yeah, actually I do.
okay.
That's I've done 30 kills before.
I think that was
A few times.
I think last time though he popped off hella good.
I did pop off, but I also adjusted for the pop off and what my averages are. So I found the happy ground in between the two of those, more favored towards averages than.
Brian, how do you feel about your 25 assists?
I actually feel pretty well, am I playing with you? Are you going to steal 5 of my 7 kills?
He can. He's in silver, too.
No, I mean, that's still within my range. It's only half a rank
It's
that
only
I'm
half
above
a
him.
rank away.
Yeah. I'm only half a rank above you, right, Kyle?
You can only do 1 rank in between. Yeah,
1 full rank.
1 full rank.
Oh, fuck.
But
I'm not gonna be able to finish my games.
last time we did Brian's assists over, he just barely missed it, and it was near this number.
That's very, very true.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be right around that number. It's going to be hard to say over or under on that, but you might be better off shooting on the second half under. I've been playing a lot better in the first half lately.
B, how do you feel about 57 knocks?
I got 60 last time, but that's a fucking high number. If anything, I would go under on the total. And, like, dude, okay, so when I did the 60, or when I got close to 60, I had 24 in the first half. There is no fucking way I'm getting 29 knocks in either of these halves. There's no way.
But you would have to in one of the halves pop off then.
Yeah, then I'm not, but like I said, I don't think I'm hitting this number. There's no way I'm hitting 57, especially now that there's ranked. I don't think I'm hitting 57.
Are you playing ranked, though?
I think I'm going to, even though my numbers are going to see a massive hit from it. It's so hard not to play ranked once you start. Like, once you start playing ranked, it's so hard to stop.
I'm pretty pissed at it, so I mean,
I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to playing ranked.
I'll probably be pissed for a few days, and I'll come back to it.
Yeah, I think you would want to go under on the knocks, under on the wins if you're looking at my stuff. Kills I might be able to hit, but even that is a little high. So, plus I don't know how the SBMM works now that ranked is in there. Ranked arenas is in there. I don't know if that changes if you go from ranked to regular.
I think it works all the same, but I'm not sure.
SPMM, it bases off of the rank itself. Obviously, you can't play anybody outside of a certain range of your rank. That being said, it's got to have a little bit catered towards SPMM in it.
Mm-hmm. So I would say under on those, especially if I'm playing ranked. 32 kills seems easy for Kyle, if I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Well, yeah, and silver too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to say Kyle's kills looks like an easy over total. Because, like, 32 is a lot.
Kyle,
but
real note. Are you playing with Wyatt this week?
I don't know yet.
he said he was going to piss on me.
Yeah, he better.
I think what he said was more hurtful than what I said.
No.
Brian, vouch for me here.
I don't care. I don't care.
What was more hurtful?
Well, I hear one speaking facts,
Okay.
and the other throwing out threats.
I only know 2 languages, English and the truth.
Fucking hate you.
More like
I'm siding with
English
Kyle
and
now.
bullshit.
I'm siding with fucking Kyle now.
Yeah, you're more like English
All right,
and
that's fair.
bullshit is what you're fucking
That's fair.
throwing out.
I don't live in California. I live in the moment.
You live in bullshit land.
Okay.
Bullshit-ass takes.
I'm going to... I like Kyle's kills over. I don't see how you guys don't do that. And if you're going kills over, you got to go knocks over as well. Like that seems so easy to me. The knocks is only 4 more than the kills. Even if he doesn't get kills, I feel like 36 knocks is very doable for Kyle. Very doable. Like knocks is one of those weird stats because it's like it's kind of showing you're doing good even if you don't get the full kill. So I think Kyle can easily do 36. I look at knocks almost literally like kills.
So you're betting over on Kyle's total kills and knocks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, how did I?
Oh,
get
do you
in
want me to
silver
actually
too?
like read my card?
What?
Do you want me to actually like read my card? Because I have my card.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
How the fuck am I in silver 2? I have the most rounds won on average out of all of us, and I'm in silver 2. This is making fucking sense.
Because rounds 1 doesn't matter. It's all about the wins.
Kyle, I actually heard in
That's a win, jackass.
Kyle, in the patch notes, they said that they also not only do they measure like wins and like kills and stuff, they measure heart. And I don't know if your heart is truly there.
Have
yet.
you
said
heard that
would
they
piss on
measure assists and all that kind of stuff?
They
too?
said they measure how full your bladder is, and if you're pissing on me, then it's not very full. You're not gonna you're not gonna get that extra rank.
I haven't been drinking G Fuel lately, so
You better be drinking your damn G Fuel before
better be
these
drink-
games, bro.
Bro, you
if
better
you're
be-
trying to get out of silver
G
two,
Fuel. What the fuck? You better be
Kyle,
drinking Raise,
honestly-
you jackass.
Kyle.
playing race.
Kyle, honestly, you need to play ranked this entire week. You have to, because
Why?
if we come back to this table next week and you're still in silver,
Bro,
you're
what if he
getting even worse.
What if he
treatment.
demotes?
He won't demote. He won't demote.
I'm not demoting
He won't
so.
demote. He will
Just
not
starts
demote.
getting accident forgiveness.
Dude, I literally won't let him demote. Like, I won't let him. I can't see Kyle go to bronze.
Kyle's gonna come back and be the sponsor for Allstate.
If Kyle goes to bronze,
you in
dude,
good hands?
we might have to see long hair Kyle come back if he goes to
Oh
bronze.
no!
And
Or he might just go straight back, clean shaven.
Yeah.
You know,
You might have to do it.
bald head, clean shaven.
Kyle, you did shave your beard.
I did.
That
did.
might be it.
Throwing me off. A
That
little bit.
might be it.
It's the weight. Like
The-
on my
yeah,
face.
on your face.
You got to
It could
shave
ha-
your head
that
to
could be
counteract
it.
the beard.
Exactly. I was thinking the same exact thing.
Sheesh.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Okay, I'm going to read my card. Brian, I've got 4 bets. I'm
got
going Kyle's knocks over that is at 36. I think that's so easy for Kyle. That's a home run. And right behind that is Kyle's kills over at 32. If he's getting 36 knocks, he's definitely getting 32 kills. Like, he has to. And then I'm going to go with 2 bets on Brian. First one is the wins over. I think Brian can crush 6 wins. He's just got to win half of his games. Completely doable. And then going into Brian's assists under. This one was tough. Last time I bet it over, it didn't hit. I'm going to go under, see what happens here, see where it lands. But there we go. That's my card. I only got 4 bets this week.
Okay. Kyle, are you ready?
No. You go
Okay.
ahead.
I also have 4 bets this week. I only saw 4 that I deemed worthy of me standing behind, and one of them was an under on Wyatt's total wins of 8.
It's a lot.
I had an over on Kyle's total kills of 32, and then I had another under on Kyle's total wins of 8. I think that neither of you guys can hit that mark. And I think if you do hit it, at the very worst, it's a push and it doesn't hurt me. And then I've got an over on my total wins because I'm going to get more than 6. And for some freak reason I don't get more than 6, it's going to be 6.
Yeah, you're gonna
and I just can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So I will either get a push or a hit on all of my lines.
Exactly. There we go. Kyle, your card.
All right. So before I start my card, I just want to start by saying
You're a punk ass bitch.
no, fuck you both. So I've decided to play
Well, that was rude.
I've decided to play some spite bets because I decided I hate you both.
That is not a great strategy.
This
to
is
start
an
this
awesome
season.
Wow.
Hey, listen,
Wow,
got
way
me
to
the
thank
dump.
someone who took you all the way to
You
silver.
know what? I'm
too.
starting to think the Apex system really they took your character into account when they ranked you because this is ridiculous.
They were probably listening to my
They rate
comms.
how good
You're out here pissing
They
on
rate how
me.
good of a teammate he is.
Exactly, and we
And
already.
by the way,
know.
just saying, my comms were great during that.
no,
Mine weren't.
I actually
Yours were
don't.
not. Mine were spot on.
Mine were.
Yours were, I am fucking these kids up. And I'm like, oh, he's coming behind you.
That's for sure. All right. So I have Wyatt's kills under total.
Understandable.
Wyatt's knocks under total.
Understandable.
Both because he's a punk ass bitch, not because I think that he
told
can't
you to
hit him.
take those.
Yeah, but you're.
Because I'm a good friend, and even though you said you're going to pee on me, I still told you to take those.
I still just telling
Because
you.
I'm looking for your happiness, and you're still trying to whip your dick out and pee
Sure,
on
punk
me.
ass
Aggressively.
Aggressively, dude.
Brian's kills under total because he's a punk ass bitch and you won't hit those. My kills over total because I'm awesome and you won't.
I'm honestly such a great friend. Like, it's one of my biggest curses. Look at me just giving Kyle great
Shut
bets.
the fuck
This
up.
is ridiculous, dude. I can't even believe it.
I can't believe you said anything.
That's it?
That's it.
All good to
That's
go?
it?
So
Oh,
you had
wow.
4?
Four bets.
Okay,
4
so
bets,
we're all going
okay.
4
We
off
all
the
went
rip.
4. I think, and you know what? We bet on a lot of the same ones. I think a lot of it is we see these, and now that it goes off win percentage, we don't see the need to go on something we don't find to be a lock.
Yeah.
Heads up to all the viewers out there, we've also been very wrong in the past, and I'm excited to hear some of you prove us wrong, and also excited to hear some of you go, man, I fucked Kyle up in Silver 2 the other day.
Exactly.
Or be like, man, Kyle does not need to be in Silver 2 by any means. I've never been railed fucking harder.
Oh,
So,
Brian,
for
our
those
viewers,
kids-
most of our viewers aren't Silver 2. Like,
I know,
our listeners are
they're-
much better than that.
Shut
so.
the fuck up. So listen, for those kids, when you get done playing with your Play-Doh or whatever, after I beat the shit out of you in Silver 2, okay, and you cry to your mom for an hour, okay. Once I get to gold 4, I won't see you kids anymore. So enjoy me while you have me.
I really hope you get there, Kyle. Because I'm a good friend, and I gave you 2 lock bets. I gave you 2 lock bets under all myself. I went after my... You know what? I'm a great guy. I'm just a great person all the way around. I might be the greatest. I gave you those 2 bets, and you're sitting over here saying
Spite.
hullabaloo about me and my name, and I'm sitting over here giving
I
you
hope
great
you
bets.
drop to Silver 4.
There's no way I'd do
He
that.
can't demote like that.
I can't demote like
You
that,
can.
unfortunately.
He can't.
Because they take into account my heart, okay?
No,
and I could lose every single game, but my heart is always winning.
Yeah. Except for when you get like negative 100.
I mean, we've also seen you rage pretty fucking hard. I don't know
I
if your heart's
changed.
winning
I
in those
changed my
moments.
tune.
No,
I changed my tune.
Shut your ass. You didn't change no
Okay,
tune.
hold on a second. Let's not
Compared to
twist.
what it was.
Yeah, let's not get this twisted.
Listen, it's like watching-
Brian didn't win a single gunfight like 3 nights ago, and I didn't say a word. I was like, all right,
Listen,
boys, let's go to the next one.
This is what I have to say. Watching Wyatt from season 0 till now is like watching Daltouche.
Exactly.
He was horrible before.
He was god awful.
And now he just gets bad sometimes.
It went from Imperial Hal to
Daltouche.
Daltouche now.
Yep.
That's
Now-
pretty much how it went.
Now, is he...
As good as him? No,
No.
not even close.
I mean-
I don't think I should be allowed near a wingman. I think if I get near a wingman, somebody should
The wingman
legally
shoots you.
come up behind me and slap me behind my head. Because, the wingman...
You need a
couldn't-
coach standing behind you just smacking you upside the head. No.
I couldn't hit water out of a boat with a wingman. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with the wingman.
Yeah.
I
mean-
could not.
Anytime Wyatt goes, man, I think I'm going to work on my wingman shot today. I'm just like,
Dude,
fuck.
and the thing is, you used to be the
I used
best
to be very good
wingman
with
player
it.
out of all of us. Like,
I think-
it used to just be like, oh, Wyatt's got a wingman. We're going to win these fights.
I think if I actually sat down and focused with it, I could get it back, but it would take a long time, and I just don't want to.
I just think that you move a lot faster now. Like you're more focused on movement and high spray and stuff like that than taking your patient time with the wingman shots, because you can't waste those wingman shots. You have to hit all of them.
Yeah, and I just start trigger pulling.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going
fast. As soon as you start doing that, you're done. You're done with the wingman as soon as you start doing that. And I just think you lost your patience.
I did. I've never really had it, if I'm going to be real with you. All right, boys, that should just
trying to figure out the controls, like up, down, down. Okay, there they are.
Exactly. All right, boys and girls, don't forget to head on down. Type in your bets, man. It's literally so simple. You're not even typing it in. You're literally clicking a button. You're submitting it. It's so easy. It does the math for you. It gives you your record. Jay-Z has it all there for you, and you might win a prize. So what are you losing here?
First off, you got to join the Discord.
Yeah, you need to be
first step.
So hit us up, social media, anywhere, any of us, the Grab My Banner one, any of our socials, anywhere. Just direct message us, be like, hey, can I get into the Discord? We will send you the link so fast. You'll get in there and you can place your bets before you know it.
Exactly. Anything else before we head out for this week's show, boys?
I will have something in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Let's see. Over on Kyle's kills and...
Oh, are you submitting it right now?
Yep. Under on Kyle's wins. Let's see. There we go. I just submitted my entire card in the amount of time that it took these guys to say about 30 seconds.
Worth of words.
We're literally talking 60 seconds for me to submit my card.
Exactly.
Easiest thing I've ever done. And it replied to me, your response has been recorded. It even told me you received it.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Now you're participating. You're having a good time. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, just click buttons for fun. It's like those lids you get at McDonald's where you just press the little buttons. Even if you didn't get Dr. Pepper or Coke, whichever one, you just press the button because it's fun to press. That's what you're doing with that link. So easy. Jay-Z set it up perfectly. So, boys, girls, get in there. Have some fun. Gamble with us. Might win a prize. Who knows? You might win a prize. Boys, that should just about wrap it up for episode 48 of the Grab My Banner podcast. Once again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with us for all this time. Apex is on the up and up, and we are right behind it. So, we'll catch you guys next week for episode 49.
See ya.